Harper writes, sings, and plays his own songs. On any given day, his style can be blues, soul, folk, gospel, or rock. He's difficult to categorize, but Harper's range has allowed him to perform with acts as diverse as Ray Charles, the Wu-Tang Clan, Pearl Jam, and Willie Nelson. Along the way, Harper's built a cult following of devoted fans. Recently, he played an intimate set at the Bravo Rehearsal Hall.
Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone.
My thoughts on my own career are limited because I'm not sure if it's been a product of my commitment or if it's just something that's happened to me through my hard work. It's probably a little bit of both, but I just feel really fortunate to have such great fans and to have been able to sustain for this many years.
Everybody owes somebody something.
For the better part of the past decade, Harper's been on the road, touring for close to 200 days a year. He's built a following the old-fashioned way.
How many of you guys heard of, like, Ben Harper and the Innocent Criminals from a video? Okay. How many of you guys heard of Ben Harper and the Innocent Criminals from a radio? Like, for the very first time, who heard Ben Harper on the radio? How in the heck did you guys hear of Ben Harper? I gotta ask. All right, I'm gonna try this one. Who heard about us from a friend?
Harper made time after his last tour to record a new double album called Both Sides of the Gun.
I just had a group of songs and just was picking from them one at a time to record because I felt as strongly about, there's about 25 songs, I felt as strong from one to first to last. So I kind of went in order of what I was feeling, and imagine looking up and going, hey, wait a minute, I've got 9 more ballad-based songs and 9 harder songs. And there happens to be a title called Both Sides of the Gun, and it would be possible for me to do a double record that allows both of them to breathe in their own way, have life in their own way.
Many have pointed to Cat Stevens and the Rolling Stones as influences for the new album, but Harper cites his recent collaboration with gospel singers, the Blind Boys of Alabama.
Take my hand, let me stand. Take my hand, I done got tired.
Before the Blind Boys, I used to sing. With and after the Blind Boys, I became a singer.
Won't you try digging a little deeper?
Last year, Harper received 2 Grammys for his work with the Blind Boys of Alabama. He also recently married his longtime girlfriend, actress Laura Dern. Music has been in Harper's family for generations. He grew up in a guitar store owned by his grandfather, Charles.
My father wasn't around much, so I really looked to my grandfather as a male role model, and he had committed his life to the music store.
We put ads in the local papers for old banjos, and we'd pay $5 for a banjo. And anybody wanted 7, we'd say, oh, no, that's too much. So I learned to fix them, and we'd sell them for $20, and Dot would teach a banjo lesson for $1. So we found ourselves in the music business.
Harper's mother is a musician as well.
8 months, maybe 8.5 months pregnant with Ben, and I was teaching guitar, adult education. And you know, I'd stand up, I'd hold the guitar up, and as soon as I'd start strumming, I guess the vibrations would wake him up and he'd start kicking, and the guitar would be bouncing and the students would be laughing.
When Harper was 5 years old, his father left the family.
Talking about my dad is always difficult because he wasn't around, but he was here till the time I was 5. And I mean, I distinctly remember him playing congas to Soul Train on Saturday mornings. Or blaring Stevie Wonder's, you know, Talking Book or Intervisions.
As a teenager, Harper began repairing guitars at the family store. He can play most stringed instruments, but he fell in love with an unusual one.
This is it's called a Weissenborn, and the neck is hollow. It's hollow all the way up and through the shoulders, and it's just one hollow resonance box, basically, a chamber. And I had known of the instrument and its sound growing up and hearing it being played in the store.
A few years ago, Harper designed his own guitar.
I helped design this guitar with a company in Australia called Maton. And instead of being all hollow like this, it's got a solid block. It's like an electric guitar, but it's got acoustic elements to it. It's got two pickups. It's got a pickup that they put in acoustic guitars under the bridge, which comes out of one input, and then it's got, this is the stronger, harder pickup, and it comes out of here. And so Mike, our sound engineer, can, or even in the studio, you can split the channel so you get one to one channel, one to another channel, and he can blend the two. I feel that the music right now is, I feel a vitality in it and through it and with it, and it's what I love to do, and I want to do it as much as I can while I have the chance to do it as a young man. And I'm not going to be doing it at this pace forever, but I want to be doing it at this pace right now.
Let's do it! Let's do it!
There are a lot of reasons why I will have to ease up on the road sooner than later, but right now I feel like going full on.